Welcome to Skijor Chronicles, the podcast where horsepower meets powder and winter adventure races into your ears. I'm your host, Steve Itel. In each episode, we dive into the wild, exhilarating world of skijoring, where skiers are pulled by horses chasing speed, skill, and stories that stretch from snowy back roads to world-class arenas. Whether you're a seasoned racer, a winter sports junkie, or just here for the ride, saddle up, strap in, and get ready for wild race stories, epic wipeouts, tips from pros who somehow make this look easy, and interviews with folks who thought, sure, I'll ski behind that.
I'm Malcolm Seamans. I'm from Maine, but I live in Frisco, Colorado, and I'm a Skijor skier.
So where did you grow up, Malcolm?
Yeah, we moved around a bit. So originally from Maine, and then my parents kind of bounced around. We were in New Hampshire and then actually out in Nevada for 5 years, and then ended up in upstate New York. But I've been in Colorado now for about 7 years.
Nice. So how did you get into skiing? Like, what's your skiing background?
Yeah, my parents actually worked at ski areas growing up. So I grew up at mountains. Very lucky, very grateful for that, honestly. When we lived out west, I actually did skier cross and big mountain, like free ride competitions. And then when we moved back east is when I started ski racing. So that was like beginning of high school, and I raced high school and college.
Nice. So you like literally have like the epitome of like what we look for in a skier background. Yeah. I didn't know you did skier cross. That's cool.
Yeah.
You do that competitively too?
Yeah. I mean, I was pretty young, but like middle school
when the sport
age
was still kind of young then.
For sure.
Right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there were a couple names. I feel like, 10 years later, you're watching the Olympics, you're like, why does that name sound familiar? And it's just, someone that was really good at the time, and we were just around him because he was small. But yeah, I remember someone saying that actually, like skiers come from either racing, skier cross, or water skiing. And I was in my head, I was like, damn, I got all three of those. That's great to know.
Yeah, the ski racing thing just sets the foundation. And then I think the skier cross background really gives that like grittiness and the ability to kind of ebb and flow and absorb stuff a lot better.
Yeah, absorb's a good word. There's definitely some jostling in skier cross, and there's definitely some jostling in skijoring.
Yeah. Sweet. I mean, this is all new to me because I've literally I've talked to you now for 30 minutes is all I've ever. Yeah. Like you were at Grand Lake, but I don't think I said hardly one word to you.
Well, you had a race to put on.
Yeah, other than like handing you all your stuff that you're winning. But
I was happy about that. But no, you had a lot going on, and honestly, I was still pretty overwhelmed by the whole thing. Yeah.
So you live in Frisco, Colorado, which for people that don't know Colorado, that's in Summit County, Colorado, kind of the heartbeat of the ski industry in Colorado and the Vail Resort kind of area.
Yeah.
How do you live in Frisco? Like what the fuck do you do for a living?
I looked out, I found a place in town. I was actually riding my bike one day, and there's a sign that was like for rent. Some guy didn't list it on Zillow or Craigslist or whatever. So I've got a roommate there. We got pretty lucky with our setup. But I actually work for a ski area planning and design company called Snow Operating. So we work with ski areas mostly in the U.S., kind of across the country, to redesign base lodges, beginner terrain, rental shops. It's all about the guest experience, essentially. Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah, it's super fun.
That's like very unique job. I don't think I've ever heard or met anybody that does that. That's
fair. And to be honest, I didn't really know of its existence, right? I probably wouldn't have been looking for a job in the ski industry if my parents weren't in it.
Right.
And it's really fun. I mean, I'm very grateful for it. I spend a lot of time on the road, traveling to resorts, which is super fun as well.
Which probably does that help with skijoring since you're going to be on the road?
No, it does not.
Okay.
I think it'll help maybe one weekend, I'll be nearby a work trip, but otherwise I'm kind of planning out my whole winter, right? Like I'm going to miss a couple races, unfortunately, and I've scheduled work trips and stuff around, but yeah, every weekend's booked. I'm used to the travel part, so that's nice for sure. But otherwise, it's a busy winter.
So you have some remote work, or do you pretty much all got to be in person at the ski resorts?
Yeah, honestly, actually, I guess technically it's a remote job. It feels in person because I'm traveling so much.
Right.
But yeah, it's remote. So when I'm not traveling, that's when I'm kind of based in Frisco.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
So you got any cool ski areas you're redesigning right now?
Oh, man. We worked on Steamboat on that beginner area, Greenhorn Ranch.
Okay.
That was slightly before my time. Right now we're partners with Jackson Hole. I'm just kind of naming the big ones.
What are they doing there?
Actually, same thing. They have a mid-mountain beginner area, Solitude Station, that they're redesigning. I mean, everyone knows Jackson for the extreme skiing, right? And now you're getting like my elevator pitch for my job. But everyone knows Jackson for the extreme skiing, and they're looking to really like make it a family affair.
They're trying to go Vail.
They're trying to go Vail a little, maybe. Yeah. I mean,
they turn it into Keystone.
Yeah. Oh God. I hope not. I hope no one from Keystone listens to this.
Wagons in the Jackson Hole parking lot soon.
Yeah. I think they just wanted more terrain and more ability for like the kids to ski.
No, what they found out is that extreme skiers don't pay the bills.
Yeah. Just about.
The noobs, the people that with the money are what keep the lights on, and those are the people that don't know how to ski.
Yeah, it's been interesting. I think some of my favorite projects are like we work with a lot of small ski areas in the Midwest too, like a lot of small Midwest ski areas that just very much like the heartbeat of the ski industry, right? Like that's where people get into the sport and then they move elsewhere. I mean, that's how I got in, right? I started skiing when Sunday River was still a lot smaller. And it's surprising how many of my friends here like are from the Midwest or from the East Coast, right? And live out here now. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Cool. Wow, that's it's cool. I knew you had a remote job, but I had no idea what. I was like, I was like, what am I gonna hear?
Yeah, that's fair.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, we didn't prep that one. Not yet, at least. You know, if my rent goes up, maybe, but that's down the road, thankfully.
Cool. So I guess then that leads us to, the ultimate question of how did you get into skijoring?
Yeah. So, I mean, we talked about this before, but you asked me how I knew skijoring existed, and I didn't really know. It was just kind of in the back of my head.
Yeah.
Maybe social media, maybe just living in Colorado. When I moved up to Summit County a little over a year ago, I think it was probably closer in the front of my mind just because Leadville's nearby. And sometime that winter, I just decided I wanted to try it. Grew up around horses a little bit. My sister worked at a horse barn growing up. We were around them when we lived in Nevada. And so I looked up like the Leadville website and kind of tried to navigate through that. Tried to understand the rules and just like what the hell was going on. Figured out that you can go Friday night and like you sign up with a rider. So I show up Friday night and I just go into the Elks Lodge and I'm looking around. I'm literally asking people like, "Hey, you got a horse?" Like, "Hey, you got a horse?" Which was a lot. I mean, as you said, it's overwhelming. There's so many people there,
and it's intimidating walking up to some of these guys. Like, we're not like necessarily the most friendly looking people.
That's fair.
Sometimes, but.
Yeah.
Once you start talking to us and you start talking about skijoring, and we're all like, "Oh yeah, we'll help you out, whatever you need."
Oh, absolutely.
I think that's but I think the initial approach can be intimidating.
For sure. And that's so true. Like once you start asking questions, everyone opens up. Like everyone's down to help, share the sport. And it's also pretty easy to tell who's a rider and who's a skier sometimes.
This is true. Yeah.
So at some point I got in line because the line was getting so long and I started chatting to the people behind me. And the people behind them kind of overheard that I was looking for a rider. And this girl, Ola, was like, "Oh, like I'm looking for a skier." And so we linked up and we signed up together. So that was my match run. And she was just kind of trying it out with her horse named Cowboy. And that was my match run. I drew Janelle Urista. And that was very lucky.
Yeah.
So I ran with Ola first. I had my match run first. And I remember like halfway down the course, well, let me back up a little. I remember watching a bunch of runs. I actually asked someone if I should wear.
Were you in sport?
I was in sport.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. Ola and I signed up in sport. I remember asking someone like, "Hey, do you wear goggles?" Or like, I had like pit vipers.
Yeah.
Dude, definitely wear goggles. Like they basically laughed at me. I was like, "All right, good to know," which was absolutely the right call. So I'm watching some people go. Ola and I go, and I remember about halfway down the course, I just had the thought. I was like, "Oh, this is really fun." It really, I caught the bug immediately. And I kind of thought like, and I can do this. Like I'm feeling pretty good. And we finished the run, had a clean run. Wasn't super fast, but it was just a blast. And so I come back up, before my second run at some point, Janelle found me or she had someone find me. I went back to meet her and Ziva, her horse. And, Janelle was kind of like getting my background and she was like,
she's asking you like the 20 questions.
Yeah. Well, she's trying to figure out what skier I am, right?
Yeah,
like
she's trying to figure out if she needs to hold or just send it or hold it back.
That was exactly it. And she was like, "Oh, like what was your time?" And I told her.
And what was your time? roughly
with I want to say in the 20s. I mean, it was like
so
21 seconds.
That's like a slow.
It was pretty slow. Yeah. It was. I mean, I had time
You
to
already
think.
in teams.
I had time to think. Yeah.
And you were like, come on, let's go. Let's go.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Especially going from that to Ziva.
Yes. Yeah. And so Janelle was like, "What's your time?" 21, let's say. Did you clean the run? Yes. She's like, "All right, well, I think Ziva, like we can push 17 seconds. Like, what do you think?" Sure. And I was just like, let's see what happens. Let it rip. And she did. And we cleaned it. And I think we came in at low 16.
And she was probably shocked.
I mean, yeah, she was stoked. We came through the finish, and that was speed. Like, I remember looking at her, and I just like let out a whoop. I was like, man, I haven't had that rush since like a race or something, right?
Well, and the difference, like those 4 seconds difference on that track is huge, dude.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, even
like
just
the difference of
out.
like getting the turn versus like 21 seconds, you have plenty of time to be like, all right, I'm going to go there.
Yeah.
17, you better be there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
That gate's coming.
Yeah, you're setting up off the jump, like you're getting over to the rings.
Yeah.
It was a totally different ballgame. We came through and cleaned it, and I didn't find out for a while that we'd had the fastest time at that point. But yeah, it just
because anything in the 17s in Leadville in sports cooking.
Yeah, I think we were 16. I think we were like 16 too, and there were a couple. 16s by 14, the end of the second
like high 14s, 15s is like open times typically.
Yeah,
and
totally.
That's hauling.
Yeah, for sure. So that was really fun, and Janelle and I kind of chatted afterwards, and I didn't know what the second day looked like. I mean, at that point, I barely knew. Like, I'd borrowed my buddy's slalom skis. I was looking at like photos and videos trying to figure out what people were wearing like on their hands.
Yeah.
And so I saw those gloves and I was like, oh, nice. I got to get like the rubberized gloves.
This guy's zooming in on Instagram pictures.
Oh my God. Actually, yeah. I'm trying to zoom in on like a low.
And you're like, oh, they're blue. Rubber.
Yeah. A low res photo on the Leadville website of some dude eating it. And I'm like, all right, I got to go to Murdoch's. Got to get a pair. Should have gotten more than one. Learned that later.
Yeah.
But
burned through a pair run.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I actually in Grand Lake.
For those that are about to make Malcolm's mistake, one pair of gloves per pole.
Yes. In Grand Lake, and I know we'll get to Grand Lake, but after my first run, I'd burned through and I only had one pair. And my fourth run that day, by then I was just burning through skin.
Just cotton.
Yeah. So the next morning, I actually drove to Ace Hardware in Granby, I want to say.
Yep.
And bought 4 pairs.
They're one of our big sponsors this year.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Maybe I'll get. I did actually last year. I was talking about getting just a bag of gloves as one of the prizes.
Oh,
like just a stack of Atlas.
I would love that.
Gloves.
I would love that. That sounds amazing. Yeah.
So that's basically. I mean, you went from 0 to holy shit.
Yeah.
Really quickly.
Yeah. I mean, after Saturday, I don't know if I was shell shocked or what, but I was pretty surprised. And went to no, there wasn't awards that night, was there?
Nope.
No, yeah, you just leave. So Janelle was like, yeah, see you tomorrow, see what we can do.
And did you drive? I'm assuming you drove home.
Yeah, I just drove home. Yeah. Next day, came back. First run was with Ola again. Second run was with Janelle and Ziva. And we kind of said the same thing. Janelle was like, yeah, I'm just going to go as fast as we can, see what we can do. And as we've talked about, it's a bit of a horse race there. It's a pretty straight track, not too technical. And we came in with the fastest time again, which was super fun. Clean run. So we won day money both days, but I know Leadville has a different setup for overall, right? It's a combined 4 runs. So we didn't win that, which was, I mean, at that point I was on cloud 9 anyways.
Your combined 4 runs. Janelle's are totally separate.
That is correct. Yes. Yeah.
So
that's
it would
a
have
good
been
point.
your 2 with Janelle and your 2 with
Ola. Yep. Yeah, actually. And that's true because Janelle did win the buckle. Yeah. I think Bryson won the skiers buckle. All credits to him. He had 4 clean runs that weekend too. And at that point, the second day after, or maybe before the awards was actually happening, like when they were calculating the results, I'd kind of sat with the juristas and just started chatting to them, and they were kind of like understanding my background. And that's when I realized that like there were other races, and
I know Janelle really well, so I could only imagine her sitting down being like, wow, how the fuck did what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
Because Janelle always has good quality skiers. Like my brother was one of her main skiers last year.
Oh, nice.
And so like I know them really well. Like I was talking to her this morning, and so I can only imagine being like the fly on the wall at the table with Janelle and Lauren, and it was Rob there too.
Yep.
Yeah. So just the shit that they're probably telling you was all quality.
Yep.
But they're probably all a little like shocked of like, what the fuck did we just find?
Yeah. Well, I was feeling the same way. I'm still thinking about that. Like, how lucky was I that I drew Janelle? If I didn't draw Janelle, I really was right place, right time. If I didn't draw Janelle, I would not be here right now. I wouldn't have gone to Grand Lake.
And like I was telling you before we started recording, I was like, your story is kind of the one good thing I like about the draws at a Skijor race is you are basically forced to pull someone that maybe I would tell to fuck off regardless because I don't know you, right? Like there's a lot invested in the sport. I want to make sure I'm going to like at least get a chance at winning or doing well, right?
Totally.
So like some stranger walks up to me off the street like, hey, will you pull me? I'm like, fuck no.
Totally.
Now if I go to a race and they're like, you're pulling that person, I'm like, all right, cool.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And so like your story is like the like perfect, like awesome story to hear about how the draw basically drew you into the sport.
Yeah.
Essentially because and you drew with the right person, right? So Janelle's a great advocate of the sport. She's been in the sport for a very long time and knows her way around the sport very well. And so she basically took you and was like, dude, you have raw talent. We're gonna do this again.
Yeah.
And then that was when you found out basically that you're like, wait, there's more than one race?
Right. Yeah. They were like, what do you think about, like, what are you up to next weekend? Yeah. And I was like, I don't know. You tell me.
Not only is there more than one race, but hey, what are you doing next weekend?
Yeah.
Like there's one in like 5 days.
Right. And I mean, same thing, another right place, right time. I think it was because AJ had gotten injured and they were looking for a skier.
I mean, we lost so many skiers right before Grand Lake.
Yeah.
It was like everybody's getting hurt. Like we lost AJ, we lost Joey, my brother.
Right.
And there was like 2 other guys that were entered that we lost to. So like we were hurting for skiers.
Was that all at Leadville? All those injuries?
No.
Or was it kind of accumulated
over but it was all within the last like 2 weeks.
Man.
So yeah, I
At
mean,
that point in the season, I guess.
Right. I mean, like this season's hard, right? So you start January 1st, right?
Right.
And you go every weekend.
Yeah.
So if you get that little minor injury, it hangs with you for the rest of the season.
Oh yeah, it can build up.
And so, every little tweak and bump and jump and, it all adds up.
Right.
I mean, you've done a few number. I'm sure you know what it feels like.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
But so, come in Leadville is always like right towards the end of the season. So it's like, that's when everybody starts to show their injuries or,
right.
So.
Right. Yeah, it was funny. And actually, I'm now remembering Richard Weber sat down with us too. So I was talking with Richard and the Euristas, and Richard was basically checking off the boxes. He was like, "You got a family, like kids?" And I was like, "Nope." He's like, "You work remote?" I was like, "Yep." And he just kept asking these questions.
Dude, his mind was probably like, "Holy fuck, we just got another one."
Yeah, that's exactly. I could see all of them looking. But it was just such a great conversation because they also they immediately talked to me about they were looking pretty far ahead. It was clear, but they were talking about loyalty, right? And sticking with your riders, kind of all the stuff that I'm still understanding, but it was, the importance was impressed upon me so early on, which I'm also grateful for. Yeah,
no, I mean, Richard's been in the sport for a long time and he's a good friend of mine and I talk to him on a regular basis as well. And those are all things that we talk about a lot, right? And if it's a conversation, I call Richard, hey, listen to this motherfucker. And it's usually comes down to the loyalty thing of guys, and I've said it more than once on this podcast already, of guys going and shopping for speed. Right. So it's like, hey, they won last weekend. Let me go see if I can get a pull with them. Just because they won last weekend doesn't mean they're going to win next weekend. Doesn't mean they're going to win in the future, right? So it's racing, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But you got the fortune of landing on a really good family,
right,
with a great string of horses.
Right. It's pretty hard to shop above
what I landed on. You're not going to find anything better than what you landed on.
Oh, absolutely not.
Essentially.
Absolutely
so,
not.
I mean, and the fact that Richard sitting there and telling you that same thing, that's mad respect for him because it is kind of becoming a problem in this sport, I guess.
Yeah.
And we're trying to nip it in the butt, but at the end of the day, people are going to do what they want to do.
Interesting. Yeah. I mean, there's still so much for me to learn for sure, especially, this year, just as signups have kind of started, talking to Janelle and talking to other riders and stuff. It's been really interesting, but yeah, I mean, I have so much respect for pretty much everyone I've interacted with already. Everyone, you ask questions, they're there to help. They're there to guide you. Janelle's just been I mean, just the best. You know, she's
like
great to
having
come
a
for
mom
advice.
for you,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. Total mentor. I mean,
Yeah.
it's been really fun for sure. And
Yeah.
she'll answer any question I have.
For sure. And she knows probably any question you have.
Oh yeah. Oh
Like,
yeah.
she's like, I mean, we go to her for questions. Still.
Right.
Like she's been kind of our mentor too as a race organizer. She was like, without her, Grand Lake wouldn't have happened last year.
Yeah.
That was pretty much, I mean, that's the truth.
I totally believe that.
She was the reason, because we were originally not going to do it last year. We were planning for this coming year.
Oh wow.
And it was
Okay.
Janelle that was like, you guys can pull it off. I'm like,
Yeah. 2 months.
2
you can pull it
months?
off? Yeah.
She's like, I did it. And I was like, well, if you're going to help us, I'm all in. She's
Yeah.
like, I'll help you, whatever you need. And I was like, cool, let's do it.
That's
So,
awesome.
Yeah, that was all pretty much Janelle. I mean,
Yeah.
there was a bunch of other people thrown in there, but Janelle was like the heart of it for sure.
Right.
And
Right.
still is. Like my wife was talking to her this morning about doing buckles and stuff and what we need to tweak and whatnot. So yeah.
Oh, fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's a huge help.
Yeah. You know, the other thing at Leadville too that was funny about the draw, and also something I was totally unfamiliar with was
Yeah.
the Calcutta at the time.
Yep.
And I forget who bid on Janelle and I on the first day.
Someone won a bunch of money. though.
Yeah, I think it might have been Tyler, right? Tyler runs with the Eureka. Does that sound right? I should know this. I should really know this. I'm learning a lot of new names, but whoever it was, I believe is kind of part of the Eureka clan, and they were just like, well, maybe Janelle pulls someone, right? And whatever it was, they definitely won some money.
Was it TJ?
Yes, it was TJ. That was absolutely it.
Big guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also super nice. I mean, same thing. Talking to me about the next weekend.
Nice. Yeah, him and his wife are awesome people too.
Yeah, it was really
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, he was probably stoked on that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because he probably bought
For
it
sure.
for like nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
And he came to me the next day and he's like, your goddamn price went up tenfold or something like
I
that.
remember him telling me, it was either him or his wife at one of the races telling me that like there was a point in their life where the Calcutta was how they made their gas money to get back home from a race.
Oh my God. Wow.
Like they used to like, there was a point where like, I don't remember, he was laid off or maybe the work was, scarce or whatever. But she told me, she goes, there was one time where we didn't have enough cash to get home and we Calcutta'd our way home.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Well, I could see it working out. I mean, I'm pretty sure they won a lot of money in Grand Lake too. I think he picks them pretty well.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
I've won a bunch of money in the Calcutta too.
Yeah. I understand it, but I also don't, every time I'm there. Yeah.
So the Leadville one's different. Did you go to the Grand Lake one?
Yeah.
So that's more like how the rest of them kind of are.
Okay.
They're always usually just after Saturday races, Saturday night, and you're Calcutting just for the day on Sunday.
Gotcha.
Whereas Leadville does them in the morning for both days.
Right.
So
Yeah.
and I like the evening ones because people kind of see where everybody's standing on Saturday.
Yeah.
And they get them a little liquored up.
Yep.
And then the money starts flowing.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. You can really keep them there.
Because those Calcuttas, I mean, the race, as a race organizer, we keep a small percentage.
Right.
But every little bit helps.
Oh, totally.
So
yeah,
they're kind of a money fundraiser for us too.
That's funny.
In a way.
Sunday morning, the sun's out. You're thinking a little more clearly. Yeah, better Saturday night for sure.
Oh, I've definitely gone and like woken up with like a Calcutta ticket in my pocket. Like, what the fuck did I buy? And I remember one specifically that I woke up with it in my pocket and I was like, oh, fuck. I paid $800 for a horse last night.
No.
And I'm like, looked at it. I'm like, oh, it's Richard Weber. I think it was Frankenbeans and Jim Ryan. And I was like, what the fuck? It was either Frankenbeans or Juicy Fruit, but I remember saying like, what the fuck did I buy? And I won like $2,000.
I was about to say it probably paid off.
Yeah, I won $2,000 on it that next day.
That's
I was like,
amazing.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's funny.
But yeah, I was definitely like inebriated.
Right. It's a fun piece of the whole event. Yeah. As I've explained the sport to people, right? I mean, coming in pretty unfamiliar, I have friends and family that are even more unfamiliar, right? So as I try to explain pieces of it, the Calcutta is always an entertaining part to try and explain. And kind of with all of ski joring, right? You just got to be there to really experience it because it's an experience too.
For sure. And it's a huge like camaraderie part of the sport too, which I think is probably the most important part of the sport. Like the fun is obviously ski joring.
Yep.
But like the stuff that we really look forward to is after the races are done. And it's just bullshitting with people at the bar, at dinner.
Yeah.
And just hanging out.
Yeah. I mean, it's community.
That's the best part of the sport. That's
Totally.
what I'm like. Obviously, I want to go race, but it's like I just want to go hang out with everybody again.
Right. It's so tight knit, you know,
super.
like you said, and like approaching people, you know, it can feel intimidating, but as soon as you're in, or as soon as you ask one question, you love it.
Yeah. And the Colorado Skijor community is very tight knit.
Yeah.
And like if you go up to one rider in the skijoring in Colorado, like we're all gonna know everybody.
Right. Right.
And if we don't know them, we know of them.
Right.
So it's a very tight knit community.
Totally.
So you ended up obviously drying with Janelle, which was like insane. That's the only reason you're sitting here talking to me right now is and then she drug you to Grand Lake.
She did.
Like 5 days later.
Yep.
And convinced you, I'm sure it was really hard.
Oh, so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To 5 days later show up to Grand Lake.
Yep.
And you got to Grand Lake in what was like your initial perception there versus like Leadville?
I mean, pulling in, first of all, I got out and I walked the course like that night, you know, and I saw the gap jump and I knew I was running open and I was like, oh, what the hell? You're like,
that's fucking huge.
Yeah. Why did I sign up for like, what is Janelle doing to me essentially, you know? But no, during the race, I mean, Leadville, first of all, you're struck by the fans, right? Like just the amount of spectators there, just inability to move unless you're on the track, right? And Grand Lake that next day, I mean, just looking at the course, it just looked fun. You know, it just looked super fun. Leadville is just such a straight shot, and it's really, you know, gate, you know, couple gates, couple rings, couple jumps, but it's pretty straightforward. And Grand Lake, it just seemed like a really fun course, and that definitely held up for sure.
Yeah.
So my first run, I had four runs in the open. First run was with Rosie. And I was running Bullet, and we were coming into that.
What horse were you with Rosie?
Oh, man.
7? Tyrone?
Oh,
so you did pull behind one of my horses.
That is your horse. Yeah, I was about to say Tyrone sounds familiar.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It was with Tyrone. And obviously you inspect the course, but I was on the event rope, right?
Yeah.
With Rosie and Tyrone.
And that horse starts quick.
That horse starts really quick. So I fell to the back of that knot immediately. And luckily, I mean, you want to be on the back of the rope out of the gate anyways, but I was just holding on to that knot for most of the ride, honestly. And we're clean up to the jump, and the jump I compress as much as I can, but just blow through the air, you know. And as I'm in the air, I see the next gate that I'm supposed to make.
Yeah, which was a hard
right. Yeah. And I just knew, I was like, if I try to make that, I'm not finishing this course. So we ate the 2-second penalty.
Yeah.
And finished with just that.
Which was your first penalty ever in skijoring?
It was, yes. Yeah.
Nice.
Which I guess is cool, but
welcome to the real world.
Oh my God. Yeah. That honestly probably gave me the bug more than anything else.
Yeah.
And actually so I came through the finish, and Josh King was there, and I was, you know, talking about the rope. I was like, man, I could not get a grip on that rope. And he was super nice. He had just finished up in sport, and he actually lent me his ropes, either 2 or 3, which made a huge difference the rest of that day. So I ran with Rosie. I ran with Tate and Janelle, and oh man, I'm going to forget his name too. Yeah, so I had 4 runs. Started with Rosie. My second run, I think same thing, didn't make that gate. At that point, no one had, and I went back and I was talking to Tate and Janelle. And I was like, listen, no one's making this gate. Like, I'm setting up as much as I can.
Yeah.
I cannot do it. So third run, I think I finally, like, I was basically against the horse, like all the way up the rope, and just let it out kind of right before the jump, just so I could slow down.
So you went twice, missed it twice in a row? Is that okay.
Yeah.
So you're on your third run now.
On my third run.
And you're with Janelle with Ziva again?
Yeah,
okay.
Janelle with Ziva.
Okay.
And Tate with Chief.
Okay.
And we cleaned the last 2 runs.
But it took you 2 runs to be like, maybe I need to slow down.
Yeah. And I think my second run, I had acknowledged it, you know, I was like, man, you got to check a little, but you don't realize. And also the jump too, like the knuckle is kind of before the lip. And so my first run, especially, I compressed, and then I'm still on the lip, you know, so your body just goes forward, right? Doesn't go down.
How far off that landing were you landing? Do you remember?
10 feet, maybe. I don't know. From the start of the lip.
Yeah, from the start of the lip to the last blue line was 70 feet.
70. Oh, okay. So much more than 10 feet then, maybe. I mean, it felt like probably a third of the way down.
The gap to the first line was 20.
Gap to the first line. All right. Then probably I was definitely over the first line or 2.
It was like almost a 20-foot wide open.
Oh,
gap.
so from where you're taking off to the first blue is 20 feet.
Yeah, it was roughly like that.
Okay, so probably like 40
Yeah,
feet
so
then.
you're like halfway down.
Yeah. I mean, the first run especially, I basically landed parallel to the gate that I was supposed to make.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Because it was like end of the spine
Yep.
landing and
Right.
the gate was here.
Right. And you're just cutting as hard as you can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So it took me several runs.
It was tricky because you had to make sure your skier had enough speed to hit the
Right.
the
And then you're
gap.
checking.
And then and then it sucks, but as soon as you're in the air, you're like holding them back.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then you have all this slack management.
Yep. And I actually, second day I got tangled up. Well, we can get to second day, but with Rosie again, the rope caught on the side of the jump and I was kind of pulled back in the air, and you can see, and I land and I'm like fumbling, just trying to find the rope, and I ended up losing it, and we DNF'd. But, yeah, so my last 2 runs we cleaned, thankfully, which made a difference. I mean, there were only 4 clean runs that day, you know?
Yeah, it was me
Yeah.
and Coulter.
Yep.
You had 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then who the was the third? I don't know.
I don't know either. And at that point, I was still
But yeah,
trying to learn names.
Because it was first through fourth were the only clean runs.
Yep.
And then the rest of the field had at least a penalty
Yeah.
in there.
At least 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
but it's also crazy because, I mean, I'm sure, as you've already seen, we all talk, right? So,
oh yeah.
but it takes from the time, because we're doing 15-second runs, right? So from the time it takes you to get from the finish line to the starting line, there's already 10 people that have gone.
Oh, absolutely.
So you could potentially burn through a third of a field before, hey, y'all need to make sure you check up on that gate.
Yeah. Yeah. And that was happening
Yeah,
too.
because I remember when I was towards the end on that first day, and I remember watching.
Yeah.
Because I helped set the course, so I knew
Right.
what it looked like.
Right.
I was like, man, nobody's fucking checking. When are they going to figure out this isn't a horse race?
Yeah.
And it was either you or me were the first ones to clean it.
I don't remember.
And same thing, my skier had skied it 3 times already. I was his 4th pole.
Okay.
His last pole.
Yeah.
And he's like, dude, you got to slow down for that gate. I was like, I know, I've been watching. I was like, I got you, buddy.
Yeah.
And I remember I just like damn near put the brakes on because I was like, at this point, all we had to do was clean.
Right.
And I was like, I don't give a fuck if we did 20 seconds, we clean, we were still probably going to be in the money.
Oh yeah. I mean, with 2-second penalty minimum, 5-second penalty.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
yeah, my first run, I remember stopping afterwards, and before I took a ride back, I was like, I gotta wait and see if that was just me. Like maybe I just, maybe that's just me.
Yeah,
and
no,
then,
it was
and
everybody.
then I just see someone just blow through the air.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, all right, we're all in this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was tricky. It didn't look tricky, but it was tricky.
It was super tricky.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And like you're still so green, you like inspecting a course for you is still like,
Yeah.
I don't really know what I'm looking. I kind of know what I'm looking at with your skiing background, but it's still like it's not the same setup.
No, I'm used to the concept of slipping a course, right? And talking with people about it, but I don't know how to like set up for rings, right? Or like a jump. It's very different. Yeah.
And horse, the horse aspect of it, like the pole thing, right? Like when you're skiing, you're not getting pulled. It's all G's on your feet.
Yep.
Now you have separate G's.
The center of balance is completely off.
Yeah.
And the rope work too is something that I'm definitely still working on. That burned me in Sun Valley actually. But I remember actually going back to, it was either Janelle or Tate, and telling them like, man, I can't make the gate. And they're like, well, like that's why you're talking to us. Like we check up, like that's, we'll make this happen.
Yep.
And there's a photo, I think, of Janelle and I, and you can just see she's hauling back as hard as she can.
I know exactly what photo it is. Yeah. She's like gritting like.
Yeah. Ziva's all but like front in the air.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah. But what was like obviously this is your second race, but this is your first race where you're like kind of knew what you're going into.
Right.
What was like, did you have like more jitters at the beginning of the race? Cause you kind of knew what you're expecting, or
Yeah. I'd say more jitters for a couple reasons. I mean, Leadville, my very first run, jitters just because you don't know what you're expecting.
Right.
But Grand Lake, first run for sure jitters, just because like no one knew what the course was going to do yet. Things were moving pretty fast. It was an open. I think I'd put a little too much expectation on myself. At that point, I was definitely feeling the nerves. But I think that's part of the bug, right? Like I missed that, that feeling in a start gate, like in an alpine race or anything else is the same thing. It's really fun.
Right.
Yeah. And I was also struck pretty quickly by the technicality, like how technical Grand Lake was.
Yeah.
Which was really fun too. I mean, you're working across the course. There's so much rope work too. The placement of the rings, placement of the jump, the spine too. That was my first time seeing shaped snow.
Yeah.
Like
and that spine is like tricky little fucker.
It is. Yeah. You're not,
because you haven't skied one of those yet.
No, even just the rollers at the beginning, you know, and like putting like the gates aren't like on top of a roller or on the bottom of the roller, right? It's all over the place. There's a lot of different pieces to it. Grand Lake was so fun. I mean, you guys put on a fantastic event, and it was really fun to see not just the turnout there too, but all the different competitors and all the different racers and skiers, like how they were handling a course. Like I learned more at Grand Lake than I had previously, maybe because in Leadville I was, just trying to survive.
Yeah. Well, and now you're kind of in the thick of it too. Like you went from sport in Leadville to open in Grand Lake at your second race. So you're essentially, you're going from nothing to running with the big dogs right off the bat, which is pretty remarkable too. And then, it speaks volumes for your skill set, but the people that you probably met and the difference, because, we're all kind of have a little bit of our arms are up. Not like we're saying, hey, don't come talk to us, but you got to kind of earn your place in the sport. Right. And then you're coming up and you're like, oh, I'm skiing open. And we're like, well, what do you need? Like we're a little bit more, I think, willing and able to help you too, because now we kind of know who you are. Right. Before, I see people like at the starting gate. I'm like, is that a fucking skier or is that just somebody's buddy? And then all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, it's a skier. Yeah. Like you don't know. Right?
You totally don't. Yeah. No, that's a huge part of it.
Yeah.
And same thing. I mean, I can list so many people that have helped me, right? Like Josh giving me his ropes, Janelle with just about everything. But that day I was asking Coulter, like, how do you hold a rope? Like, how are you holding the rope? Right?
Yeah.
And he showed me kind of how he flips his hand. Everyone's just willing to help, right? Like there's definitely a competitive edge. And I definitely felt that in Grand Lake.
Does he go this way?
Yes. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Like the right hand is kind of up like this. So you have a little more control.
So you can take that rope and turn it.
Right.
Yeah.
In Leadville, second day. So Janelle, cause she.
And you had a loop in Leadville.
Yes. Which
did you use it or did you
I did not use it. Yeah. But second day, Janelle is watching my first run because she knows what I look like at that point.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Like I've done that so many times where I'm like, the fuck is this skier? What does he look like?
Yeah, exactly. So she's watching my start. And then I come back up and before our run, she pulls me aside. She's like, hey, you know how you like looped the rope around your arms? Like, yeah. She's like, never do that again.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Which
not
totally
if you like your arm.
Yeah, exactly. And now like having seen a couple races, seen a couple crashes, totally makes sense, right?
Yeah.
It's just, I don't even know why I was doing it, right? Just some sort of anchor.
Back to the rope thing. Did anybody tell you, like, I haven't seen you start because I didn't know what the fuck you looked like either.
Yeah.
On your start, and this was just mentioned briefly in the last episode, did you let the rope run till you're not before you hit the clapboard?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah. I think in Leadville, my first run, I didn't.
Yeah.
But second run with Janelle, I did.
Did she tell you that?
No.
Or did you just
I think I just, well, I realized that you can like really work your way up the rope. I hadn't really thought about that at that point. Then I was like, man, you're saving a lot of time getting higher up the rope.
Yeah. So, I mean, the premise is let that horse run as far as it can before you hit that clapboard.
Right.
And then
work your way up.
And then be at its ass when you're finishing.
Yep. Exactly.
Like there's times when I look over my skiers in front of me finishing.
Yeah.
And that's when you're like, and that's usually when you're like, that was a good run.
Yeah.
If I don't see him and I'm like, fuck, that means he struggled on a gate probably.
Right.
And he's been trying to make up time.
Totally. Yeah. It's like a slingshot coming through.
Yeah. When I look over and he's next to me, I'm like, yep, that was a good run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
absolutely. And that was kind of that feeling I had with Janelle in Leadville, like coming through like, oh man, that was good. And same thing just with the 2 clean runs in Grand Lake is just, that you have a good run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, sick. And then basically, I mean, kind of douchebaggy, but you came in and ran open and then took home first and second on the overall. Man. Like, what the fuck?
Have me on this podcast to flame me.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I was, again, right place, right time. Like, I was just so happy to be there and happy to be racing. Great result for sure. I mean, especially after the first day, I think I was looking around like, okay, yeah, we can do something with this.
Yeah.
And second day, and like you said, there were 4 clean runs, right?
Yeah. So all you had to do was clean on Sunday.
All we had to do was clean. Yep. Yeah. And we cleaned, I cleaned with Tate and Janelle. And so that's why we got 1-2 overall.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was pretty cool, especially the buckle, like leaving Leadville before that, a couple people was like, oh, you're getting a buckle tonight. And I didn't know how the scoring works. And obviously it didn't, right? So that was pretty fun at Grand Lake for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, I was like, I remember looking at the results and I was like, when Tate came up to me, he's like, dude, I think I won. And I was like, I don't know. Did you? And he's like, well, I had 2 clean runs. I was like, you won something.
Yeah. Yeah. You won
and
something.
I was like, I don't know. Maybe I think I beat you though, Tate. And he's like, no, I don't think you did. And he's like, I think I fucking won. And I was like, oh, I hope you did, Tate.
Yeah.
I hope you did.
Funny.
And then I saw it. I was like, holy shit, Tate won.
Yeah. Yeah. That was fun to see too. I mean, obviously I don't have the history, right? But
Tate's been in the sport for a long time.
Right.
That was his first ever buckle.
People were pretty stoked for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were stoked for him. I mean, we were obviously stoked for you too, but it was a big deal for Tate.
Oh, totally was. I was just happy to be a part of it.
Yeah.
He was
just
really cool.
Well, and then he was the preface of that is we kind of forced his hand up into open because we needed open riders, right?
Oh,
like
nice.
that was where I was saying is like we were kind of a smorgasbord of open and sport in Grand Lake Open.
Right.
Because we were a new race and people weren't coming and whatnot. So we needed open riders. And so I was like, dude, your horse is plenty fast. It's not gonna be a horse race. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
You're going to open. He's like, well, all right, you better give me a good skier. And then Janelle's like, because I think it was supposed to be AJ.
Yep.
He was supposed to pull AJ and he's like, well, who's this fucking Malcolm guy? And I was like, dude, he just basically won Leadville last week. And he's like, oh, okay. And then he comes in and he's like, fuck, that guy's a good skier. Like, I didn't know. I was going off of what everybody else told me.
Well,
I was like,
nice.
You're welcome.
Nice for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny. No, it was really fun getting to know him too. I mean, just everyone I've met.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Yeah.
I could sit and talk with Tate for hours and
Absolutely.
hours and hours and hours and hours.
Yeah.
That's why I think I have a good impression of him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah,
so,
Janelle actually after that race, kind of along the lines of what you were just saying, she's like, you do have a little bit of a target on your back. And I was like, I really, I don't want to, I'm not assuming, especially this season, right? I'm coming in with no expectations. Like I'm just grateful to be here, grateful that I found this sport and get to participate. But I'm not coming in expecting to win a buckle every race for sure.
But you're not the first person to do it.
Yeah.
It's been happening more and more often in the last 4 years.
Right.
Like Jim Ryan.
Yeah. Great example.
He did that in Silverton like 2 or 3 years ago. He showed up to Silverton and fucking clean house. Jack Plants, he did it 1 year at, maybe it was Silverton too. I don't remember, but he's done it. So you're not the first person to do it, but you do go from like 0 to everybody knows Malcolm Seamans now.
Yeah.
Pretty quickly, which is good and bad, you know.
Sure.
But I'm sure you had no problem finding riders this year.
No,
which as a new skier can be the most challenging thing to do.
Totally. That was really nice. I mean, even at Grand Lake, just a lot of riders coming up and talking to me, right? And that's definitely something I'm navigating kind of this year, right? Like Janelle's my primary rider.
Yeah, your loyalty program.
The loyalty, exactly. And just navigating that, right? Yeah. Because like certain people are going to certain races and other people aren't going here. And so it's just kind of talking to people constantly.
Right. Yeah. And then if you're not able to show up, then she's got to find somebody else. So and like the way we do it is kind of like we pick the races we're going to and we, if my skiers can make it, then they're primary. And then if they can't make it, I find somebody else.
Yeah. You kind of work your way down.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that's where I've landed. Yeah.
And then like if you want to go to a race that they're not going to, then you got to go find riders.
Right. Right.
I don't think you'll have a problem with that.
No.
Fortunately.
And that's really lucky to have. I recognize that now. It's been pretty nice. Like,
it's a very good problem to have.
Yeah, great.
Because it takes some guys like 3 or 4 years of pounding the snow to get to the point where like riders are texting you asking to pull you.
Yeah, and
you got that pretty quickly.
Yeah, so, I did. No, it's nice for sure.
Yeah, you're the right place, right time with the right skill set.
I'll take it.
Yeah. So yeah, you got first, second in the open on the overall. You want a bunch of. You probably want a pile of cash.
I won a decent bit. Yeah. I'm so far I'm in the green, which is good. I think it's covered a lot of my entries this year.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It feels good to start on that.
So like one race covered all your entries for this year.
I think so.
So like now you're like zeroed out.
Yeah.
Right. So
pretty
now
much.
you had to go win one race to be back in the positive.
Right. Yeah. It feels pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you win something at Ridgeway, they have good checks too.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Nice.
everybody has good checks nowadays. It's pretty common. So, but I mean, we had decent checks.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it helped. The first and second definitely helped.
Right. Yeah. Well, and you got in the day.
Yeah.
You had the days, both days.
At both days and overall.
And then overall. So
yeah.
I mean, a couple grand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over 2.
So then you went to a race that some people knew was going on, some people didn't. It was essentially the first kind of Skijor invite race.
Yep.
That was put on during the
Sun Valley World Cup.
I was going to say World Cup.
Yeah, World Cup finals.
World Cup finals at Sun Valley. So it was a Sun Valley invitational.
Mm-hmm.
And this was 2 weeks after Grand Lake, if I'm correct.
Yes, that sounds right.
Okay. How soon, because now you've only been ski joring for 4 weeks.
Yeah.
From the time you started your first race to the Sun Valley Invitational. When did you get that phone call that someone wanted to pull you?
At Grand Lake.
Okay.
Actually. So at Leadville, Richard.
On Sunday or Saturday?
Saturday night after Richard saw my run at Leadville.
At Leadville.
Leadville. And then so Richard that night, he was already talking about, like, he'd mentioned it to me. He was already talking about Sun Valley.
Yep.
So he's asking Janelle if she was going. He's like, all right, well then, like, if Malcolm is looking for a pull, I've got someone.
Yeah.
And then come Grand Lake, I think, it's kind of like wait and see how he does. Yeah. I think we were all thinking that, myself included.
We're like, was it just like a one-off, or is this guy like actually legit?
Right. And that's what I was feeling after that first round when I blew past the gate. That's why I stopped and watched other people. I was like,
shit.
I'm a fraud. I'm a fraud. So after that day, I think it was Josh King maybe had called Richard.
Yeah, probably was Josh King.
Yeah, and let him know. And then after that, Richard Texter called me and put me in contact with Kimber. And Kimber's who I raced with in Sun Valley.
Yeah, so you basically had spies looking for you.
Essentially, yeah. I mean, really,
because I'm sure knowing Richard, he's probably like he probably texted Josh. He goes, "Let me know what Malcolm does."
Oh, absolutely.
And they're like, "Check it out, dude. 1-2."
Yeah. I mean, same thing. I guess right place, right time.
Yeah.
And I performed when I needed to, but went to Sun Valley with Kimber.
Yeah, with Spanky.
With Spanky. Yep.
And was Kimber in Leadville?
No.
So that was your first time meeting a 15-year-old girl?
Yep. We met in Sun Valley. No clue what she looked like.
And I'm sure she probably just fucking gave you a mouthful right off the bat.
Oh, absolutely. In
traditional Kimber fashion.
Yep. No, she whipped me into shape right away.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yep.
Yeah. It was a really cool experience. Just because I hadn't been outside Colorado ski joring yet, right? So there were a lot of new faces there.
Yep.
It was cool during the World Cup. They talked about it being a showcase, right? Like for the sport.
Yep.
At that point, I'd kind of understood the amount to which ski joring is exploding right now. Like you can really feel it. It's crazy how fast it's growing. And so to kind of see that during the World Cup, like it was on the schedule, right? Like the Sun Valley webpage. So it was cool turnout. The course, I think it was just so warm and pretty soft underneath, like what they were putting snow on, that it was a little slow for sure. I think everyone was a little bummed by that. First run, so I was matched with Kimber. I actually drew Tate, funnily enough, Tate and Chief again, and ran with Tate. We had a clean run, but it's pretty slow. And Tate was saying Chief just doesn't do well in the soft stuff. You know, he's a firmer ground horse.
Yeah.
Second run with Kimber, we came out hot. Kimber was flying. Spanky was flying. And there were rings on both sides. So 4 rings on the left. I think it was 2, bunch of gates, jump, 2 more on the left, and then 1 ring on the right before the finish. So right side, and then you're just hauling back across. And I grabbed the ring, cut as hard as I could, kind of like we were talking about, trying to slingshot right across the finish line. Dropped a ring some point, some point in there before the finish.
Like you had the ring on your arm and dropped it.
I had 5 on my arm and dropped it because I think I don't know what I was doing. I was choking up on the rope or something.
Yeah.
I actually need to get the video from Josh. Jim Ryan put a GoPro on my chest for that run. I just need to like study it for my handwork this year, you know. But cutting across, and I thought we'd cleaned it too, and they read the timeout. And we were somewhere in the money, like 5th maybe or something.
God.
And I was like, I turned to camera and we were like, fuck yeah, you know. And
then you're like,
and then like, oh wait, you know, like 2-second penalty. And I turned around, I was like, no, you know.
Yeah, that's the beauty of rings and the beauty of rings.
Yep, it's the beauty of skijoring.
Yeah,
man. I mean,
you know, Ridgeway has no rings.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
It's a full-on ski race.
All right, pure rope work.
Yep.
Okay,
that's what I mean by it's a fucking
know.
hard set even without rings.
Yeah.
So yeah, you'll get to do one this year with no rings.
Yeah.
Meeker will have rings.
Okay.
Ridgeway won't.
Do any others? So Leadville, batons required, right?
Yeah, no one has batons required that I know of offhand. And then some of them you can run batons if you want.
Okay.
Like you don't have to. And it depends on who you talk to, right? It's the guys that grew up way back in the day when batons were like a regular thing.
Yeah.
They swear by them. It would have prevented your problem because what those guys do is they take that baton and they basically make it an extension of their pointer finger. And then as they got the rings on, they flip that finger up and it locks all the rings on your hand.
Yeah. Okay.
So it would have prevented that problem.
Yep.
But it's another thing you got to fumble fuck around with on the rope.
Right. Yeah, now that's interesting. I mean, before this, I was definitely anti-baton. It was a lot to juggle in Leadville. But that's a good point. Would have saved us a ring there.
Yeah. I mean, if it's kind of one of those things is like find something that works for you. And if you find that the baton's the shit, then roll the baton.
Yeah, that's true.
Because, I don't think there's anybody that requires it besides Leadville that I can think of off the top of my hand. I could be wrong. But I know you can run them if you want to.
Right. You can bring one.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yep.
That's also good to know. I've got some shopping to do.
But yeah, that's the key is take the baton and you put it right along your pointer finger and then you can flip it up.
Okay, nice.
And it's the end of a ski pole.
Yeah. Okay, good point.
Is what it is.
Used to those.
Yep.
Yeah.
So take an old ski pole. Here's for all you noobs out there that need a baton. Take the end of a ski pole and cut it. It's about 8 inches maybe. Find that
I had no
length.
clue. Yeah.
And then I take hockey tape and hockey tape that on it, and then you got your baton.
Nice. All right, good to know.
Yeah. So
I mean, I'm learning this too, not even for listeners. Like, this is for me right now.
Dumpster diving.
I should be taking notes.
Or you go to any rental shop and grab a bent ski pole and cut the end off.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah.
Find those trash cans like at the patrol hut, top of the mountain.
Yep.
Full of poles.
I mean, half the time you can find them walking in the dumpsters in Frisco too.
Oh, absolutely.
So yeah, that's the baton. That's the best way to make a baton, though.
Yeah. All right. Good to know. That's really good to know.
Yep. And I learned that from Jerry Kissel.
Thank you, Jerry.
And he's a legend. So how did Sunday go? Was it up in Sun Valley? Was it kind of the same weather wise, or
it was just one day? Actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was just a 1 day invitational, 2 runs. And it was just your time on individual runs with that rider. So that was it. I mean, it was over before it started, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, talk about a bug too, like after that race, after not cleaning a run, you know, and not
finishing a season out with that.
I know. And not coming in with, it was
redemption.
Yeah. Redemption. I mean, I definitely have been hungry since then for sure, which is maybe good, you know, like I left Leadville, like wanting a buckle and I left Sun Valley, just wanting to not drop a ring.
It's like my 2 skiers both ended in the hospital. So
that's
redemption strong.
Yeah, that's maybe a worse way to end. Maybe I shouldn't be complaining about one ring down for the end of my season.
Yeah,
but
shoulder could be dislocated.
Yeah, shoulder and 2 ACLs.
Yeah, rough.
Yeah.
So I guess then looking towards this year.
Yep.
What do you got your eyes on for races this year? Do you got your schedule set?
Yeah, pretty much. There's a couple maybes, but several for sure's. I'm Meeker, Ridgeway, Grand Lake, and Leadville, kind of all the local ones.
So 4 there.
4 there. Big Sky,
Okay.
And maybe one in Bozeman as well.
Okay. Yeah. The one with that Colin Cook puts on.
Yep.
And Josh Abbott.
Yeah, exactly. So those 6.
So you're going to be the Bozeman, you're going to go with Spanky then? Is that kind of the talk?
Yeah, that's the plan right now. Kind of just confirmed.
And Big Sky?
Big Sky, yep. Hopefully, and same thing, still finalizing.
Yeah.
But I think 2 runs with Spanky, and then the other 2 maybe with someone from the Rogers family, either Rosie or Tate there.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Still finalizing as I continue to kind of navigate that world, right, of partnerships.
Yep.
So those
Tate just went off on Facebook not too long ago.
Really? All right, good to know.
Are you on Facebook?
Yeah. Well, I have a Facebook.
He went off on the Skijor marketplace about loyalty.
Really?
Yeah. So make sure you don't
stab him in the back.
Yeah.
Good to know. All right. I hope I'm on his good side.
Yeah.
Tate,
it was not you.
All right. So, all right. Yeah. Good to know. Yeah. Meeker and Ridgeway, Janelle and I are locking in as many as we can together.
What about Estes?
I think Estes is same weekend as Bozeman. Originally, I couldn't make.
Oh, you might be right.
Yeah, I couldn't make either any race that weekend for work.
Yeah.
And I think I've gotten out of work, but I'm trying to make it up to Bozeman. So.
Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. I won't. I still have yet to go on to Big Sky.
Okay. Yeah.
And I've yet in Bozeman. I think this is the first or second year they're doing it there. So
I think they haven't done it in a decade or something.
Yeah,
and this is its first year back.
Yeah, because it's and I could be wrong, but I thought it was Colin Cook and Josh Abbott are putting on.
Okay. I don't know the names. I just kind of found
you'll meet them in Ridgeway.
Okay, nice.
I'm 90% certain they'll be in Ridgeway.
Yeah, sounds like I'm going to meet a lot of people in Ridgeway.
Solid skier.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
Sport versus open too is kind of the discussion that Janelle and I are still having.
Well, and Janelle would give you her 2 cents too, but
yeah,
stay in sport as long as you want or as long as you can.
Yeah. So that's
as long as you want. I mean, you start going and winning every fucking sport race, you're going to be hearing from me.
Yeah,
for sure.
All right, that's fair.
But stay down as long as you can, right? Don't feel that you need to get up to open, because I find too often or not, guys get to open too fast.
Yeah.
And they're not ready for it.
Right.
And then they end up staying up there and they struggle, and then they come back down.
Okay.
It's kind of what's going to be happening this year, I think, with a couple guys. But stay in sport as long as you can.
Yeah.
Right. Obviously, if you're going around winning every freaking sport race, you're going to get some flack for it. But
for sure.
If you're not winning, stay. I mean, don't push it.
Yeah.
You're still super green.
Yeah. That's fair.
Like culture, even just learning the culture, getting to know people, like you'll stay in sport. All the open guys will see you, right? Like,
right.
You still watch. Know what's going on. And a lot of open riders are also sport riders. We have multiple horses that we ride in multiple categories, but there's nothing wrong with staying down in sport. Like, you're not less of a human or less manly.
I appreciate it. So validating.
In some sport courses, like I said, are fucking the Ridgeway sport course is hands down the hardest technical skiing course, I think, on the circuit.
Yep.
One of them for sure.
That's good to know. Yeah, I caught some flack in Sun Valley, and I think this was just because Tate and I drew each other, like just by chance, and it was a public draw, and we, we'd won an open, and then we were back down in sport, and so someone was like, I forget exactly what they said, but it was shut down immediately. Someone else, literally from the back, was like, "Fuck off! It's his third race," or something like that.
Yeah,
it's pretty
exactly.
funny.
And Kimber gets a lot of flack for it too, and I'm one of the I've been laying off, but I'm gonna start throwing on the hammer on her.
All right,
she whoops my ass enough times now.
Well,
but the biggest thing with her is, I think she's 16 now, or will be turning 16.
Okay,
and you hear guys giving her shit. And I'm like, dude, she's still fucking 15.
Yeah,
like she's fucking 15,
right?
But she's 16 now.
Yeah,
time to grow up.
Time to grow up. Once you hit 16, you can't stay.
So I mean, I've lost so many times a fucking 15-year-old girl that hurts my soul.
That's so funny. Well, I don't know if I'm announcing something before it's announced, but I believe she's in open for Big Sky. I think when we were talking about polls, she might have said, that was a great look you had there. If this was filmed, that would be great. But I think when she said that she had 2 polls for me, I think she said they were an open.
Sweet. No, that'll be good for you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying you don't have the skill set to do it, but
No, I know.
Don't feel like because you won one race at Grand Lake, like, dude, it was Grand Lake Open the first year. Yes, you was an open buckle. I don't want to take that from you, but it was like not a normal open field. It was not the challenging skiing field and horse wise.
Right. No, I actually appreciate that. And honestly, everything you've said is exactly the same as what Janelle said, and anyone else I've talked to about this has said is our default is definitely sport. But if there's a good opportunity for us to just kind of find my ceiling in open, we're going to take it. Right.
Yeah. And like it's in this race by race too. So like, and I base it off of the race and who's going.
Yeah.
Is a lot. And a lot of times I'll know who's showing up to what race. And like Saratoga this year.
Right.
I know there's not going to be a lot of open guys there because it's the same weekend as Big Sky.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
yeah, I'm
like, maybe we'll run open there. Who knows?
But yeah. It's a good way to think about it.
It's kind of how I look at it too, is like, who am I going to be going against? Who are my skiers? And then what horse am I bringing in? And who do I know that's going to be there?
Right. Yeah, I think that's maybe our plan for Meeker, right? I mean, Janelle obviously has a handle on who's signing up for that.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, exactly.
And I hope that one happens right now.
With the snow.
But she does have some backup weekends-ish.
Okay, nice.
So from talking to her, it doesn't sound like she's going to cancel it for the year. It's going to just move to another weekend.
Okay, yeah.
Which I hope, because 2 years in a row of having that race canceled would really fucking suck.
That'd be a bummer for sure. I'm eager to get out there.
Yeah.
And Ridgeway this year, I was talking to Richard, and they're allowing skiers to enter both open and sport.
Yeah, they do that.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
So I think that's our plan there. That'll be great.
It'll be cool. It'll be interesting to see kind of how you line out in Ridgeway Open. That'll really that'll be a good testament of where you actually are in the field.
Yeah.
Because like my brother and AJ and I, we went open last year in Ridgeway, and granted we were under horsepowered there too, but AJ didn't even finish. He didn't even finish a fucking race.
Okay.
It was granted it was the first race of the year.
Right.
So we were all rusty.
Meeker. Yep.
We were all rusty, but he didn't even finish.
Wow. Okay.
On a slower horse of that field.
Okay. On the slower horse in the open.
And then my brother didn't finish on Saturday. He finished Sunday. But we were like the fucking dude, like bottom.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. Yeah, I'm eager to see where
you go into open and you're like fucking placing top 10, you got something.
Okay.
For sure.
All right, good to know.
But if you go in there and you're like bottom of the barrel, don't feel bad.
All right.
I've been there.
Yeah, no worries. No, I definitely want to. I'm excited to see where I end up, but I'm definitely trying to come in with no ego, no expectations, right? Just so find what my ceiling is.
Janelle pulling you in open?
Yes. Yep. I think on Annie, and then I think Ziva on sport.
Yeah, Annie's fast as fuck.
Yeah, I'm excited. I haven't raced behind Annie yet.
And then I wonder who Lauren's pulling with JJ.
That's a great question.
Huh. That horse is also fast as fuck.
Yeah, they got some fast horses up there in Meeker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cocaine.
Is that a horse name, or that's what they're feeding them?
That's what they're feeding them.
There
is a horse name.
Named Cocaine?
Cocaine Bear.
Oh, well, that's fantastic.
Do you know the movie?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I haven't seen it, but I know what you're talking about.
So you haven't even met Dennis Alverson yet.
I haven't.
So Dennis Alverson, legend. He's got a horse named Cocaine Bear.
That's amazing.
I think he said he bought it like right around the time when the movie came out, and they had just watched it, and so they're like Cocaine Bear.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
So there is a horse named Cocaine Bear.
All right, Cocaine, good to know.
Yeah.
Well, you guys have a mini named Bourbon too. You know, it's a lot of good ones out there.
Yep.
Yeah, couple open, couple sport throughout the season.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
And you're going to some top quality races for sure. Now, Grand Lake, you're gonna have to go open.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. I'd love to. Yeah. You know, the only race that
we're gonna have a whole extra block this year.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so that's fun.
It'll be long.
I really can't sell enough how much fun I had in Grand Lake. Yeah. I mean, the whole operation.
I hope it's that and then some.
Yeah,
is what we're going for. We're trying to replicate that, but like we set the bar pretty fucking high. I feel
you did. So. You totally did.
But it'll be 1,100 feet.
Yeah, I love
which is a great length. That's like my favorite length of a Skijor track.
Okay. How long was last year?
750.
Okay. Was that about the same as Leadville?
It's about the same as Leadville.
Okay.
Ridgeway is about 12,
Nice.
and it's long. I mean, you get done, your legs are fried.
Yeah.
So you're doing 2 sport and 2 open?
Yeah. Well, I don't want to misspeak here because it might be you're only allowed 2 total races because it's match. You get 2 runs a day.
Yeah, but you can do 2 in each category.
Okay, nice. So then I think that's the case.
You'll race Friday night.
Yep. Just open,
and then Saturday, Sunday you'll be fucking cooked.
Is that 8? That's 8 runs a day.
No, it's 4 a day.
Okay.
Right. So it'd be your 2
sport
open and your 2 open.
Sport. Yeah. So let's say for like my first open with Annie, and
open
Janelle,
will go last.
We only run once that day, or would we run twice with that same team if it's match?
No, just once.
Okay. Nice.
Yep. Just once with whatever.
Okay. Per day. Gotcha.
Yep.
Yeah. So in that case, 2 open, 2 sport is what we're doing right now. Yep.
No, that's a lot still.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean,
after your 2 sport pulls, you'll be cooked.
Oh, for sure. After Grand Lake, both days, I mean, I was sore, you know?
Yeah, you'll be for sure, you'll be sore.
Yeah.
Especially Friday, you'll have a Friday 2 under your belt on Friday night.
Yeah.
You'll be sore start of the day Saturday.
All right.
Yeah.
Good to know.
And then that's why hopefully Maker happens because we all need it as athletes.
Yeah. To warm up a little.
Warm up because it's a good intro to this get back in the season, knock the dust off. I've said it 1,000 times. I love that race for that aspect.
Totally. Yeah, fingers crossed, I guess.
Yeah. Because it's like going from fucking off the couch to the World Series to go ski at Ridgeway.
Straight to Ridgeway?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's legit.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on the weather, I guess.
So I guess my one thing I wanted to talk to you was your fucking USA Today article.
Yeah. Yeah.
How the fuck did that happen?
Once again, just a connection. I think right time, right place. So Dave Camara, who we've talked about, who shot Grand Lake.
Yeah.
I know him through NSA, which was my former job. That's the National Ski Areas Association. I worked there before my current job. My good friend, my coworker there, Heather Freed, editor of the NSA Journal, was talking to a writer, Carrie. Carrie.
Okay.
Who was writing this USA Today article, and she mentioned, she's like, oh, I'm writing an article in Skijor, and Heather's like, I have you have to talk to my friend, he just did Leadville. And so Carrie, I really should remember her pronunciation. Just called me up and we had a long chat and she featured me in the article. I did not realize I was going to be on the cover. But that's
pretty fucking crazy because you've been to 3 races and you got on the cover of USA Today.
I know
that definitely chaps from people's lips.
I know. And I was like, Kari, listen, I can't stress enough, how
so
much
new.
Yeah, I'm so new, and you need to talk to Janelle, talk to all the people that got me here, I'm the skier behind the horse, but there are so many other things that brought me here, and it's you don't have all the words to express what I was saying, right? And I'm just glad she didn't make it seem like I'm walking in here I came in and won that race. Yeah, I'm the shit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to avoid as much
you
as I
don't
can.
seem to you don't have that personality, in my opinion, of that pompous, cocky, or Malcolm Seamans.
Well, that's good.
So
I'm actually just hiding it really well because it's on a podcast.
Yeah.
No, I hope I don't.
You seem like you have the right attitude going into it. I think you'll be fine.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
But yeah, I got wind of this article a week ago, and I was like, "What the fuck? This guy's been to 3 races, and he's on." I was like, how did that happen? I was like, it's got to be he knows somebody or he fucks somebody who knows somebody.
Just knew someone. And I told Kari that too. I was like, I can connect you with so many more people that know more about the sport.
I think she still did a good representation of it. And that's where this sport is going. And that's what we need we need this national kind of presence to get, because it's all good for us, right? It's
totally.
You having an article helps everybody.
Yeah. Well, that's what she said was I actually want to talk to you because you have the experience of someone who just joined, right?
Right. It's a good story.
I want to tell your story for other people looking to get into the sport, essentially. Yeah. And I was like, all right, I guess that's fair, but please just talk to Janelle, talk to someone else.
Yeah. She did. She talked to Janelle, and there's a couple other people in there she quoted too.
Yeah, there were, and some spectators too. I mean, it was a good mix.
Yeah. Has your family seen a race yet?
They haven't. No, I mean, last year, just timing wise, no one really joined till Sun Valley.
Yep.
I had some friends that live in Sun Valley, so they were able to watch. This year, I have some people coming to various races for sure.
Oh, you better stay healthy.
I know. Believe me, I know. Yeah, it's a long season. A lot of people scheduled for later, but yeah, parents will make it out for one for sure.
And your parents are where?
They're on the East Coast. Yeah, they're in Maine now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're in upstate
So they're
New
gonna
York.
make a pretty good haul.
They are. Yeah, I don't think.
Well, they
my
can watch
mom can miss it.
Ridgeway on Cowboy Channel.
Oh yeah.
Yep, that'll be
Live streamed.
Yep, live
All right,
stream.
good to know.
They can sit on their couch with a bowl of popcorn and watch it.
All right, good to know. You know,
So,
that's
Let
where
them
my
know.
mind.
I think they gotta, if they don't have it, like I have the channel on my
Okay.
TV, but otherwise it's an app. You can do a subscription for all you that are looking to watch most of the V6 Media production races. So a lot of that, the Utah Pro Tour stuff that's going on this year, that'll be essentially be on Cowboy Channel. Ridgeway will be, Grand Lake will be, Estes Park was last year. So there's a handful of races that you can watch live on TV.
That's really cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And that's maybe a question I have for you. You know, as I think about like where this is going,
Yeah.
as like there's more and more coverage and also just blowing up on social media and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like there's going to be more and more like live streaming and live results and that kind of stuff. Do you see that happening?
For sure. I mean, my biggest push this year was obviously getting our race with a full production team, because that's what we need in order to be able to live broadcast this stuff on the spot.
Right.
Which is a lot of money.
Yeah.
So we basically doubled, almost tripled our budget from last year.
Wow.
So yeah, and that's all production, basically money to bring in production companies to, cameras on every angle, live big reader boards, all that stuff. And my whole goal this year was to get us on something other than Cowboy Channel. Not that Cowboy Channel is not good, but something that's a little bit more mainstream media. ESPN.
The Ocho.
Yeah. Yep. That's exactly the channel. Cause I'm like, dude, they have like fucking slip and slides, like the most dumbest shit on there.
Yeah.
That I'm like, skijoring should be not even on that channel. It's disrespectful.
Yeah. It shouldn't be next to the underwater
but I'm like,
basket
wherever there's bowling, there should be skijoring. If people sit and watch poker on TV, I feel like they would watch skijoring on TV.
I think you're right.
So,
yeah. Darts.
But a lot of that comes with the production side on the race organizer side of, if you're going to do that, you have to think about downtime.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So commercials, right? You got to think about keeping flow. So we got to get, this race has to keep flowing. And you haven't been to enough yet, but you'll start to see some of these races are not efficient in getting skiers down the course.
Okay.
Very effectively.
I could definitely see that.
And like we had a little hiccup on Saturday in our race. We weren't perfect by any means, but we put skiers down the track pretty consistently. And that's part of it for getting on TV, right? You have to have very professional broadcasters or rodeo announcers because whatever those announcers are saying to the crowd is also getting put on TV.
Right.
So it's got to be clean-ish, professional.
Yep.
And they have to be entertaining, right? It's just like, I don't know if you ever sat and watched rodeos on TV.
No. Yeah. I've seen them live, but not
See,
on TV.
I watch a lot of rodeos on TV too because I'm kind of a nerd like that. But
research.
Yeah. So like PBR on TV.
Yep.
That's essentially what we're trying to do. And we're doing it in kind of an uncontrolled environment, right? An arena has all that stuff like power and the lights and all that stuff, right? So we have to bring everything into the race to get it set up.
Right. I'm just thinking about the camera angles alone to broadcast.
And the biggest drawback I think for us right now in this sport is finances. We're at a really cool point in the sport where we're growing rapidly. The social media presence is insane. You mentioned skijoring to somebody at a bar now, and they probably have seen it on social media.
Absolutely.
And I don't know how many fucking times I've heard someone say, "Oh yeah, I see it on Saddles and Skis." I'm like, fucking Josh King. You got to give him a little bit of credit for that.
Oh, he puts out great content.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know, but the fact that they're name dropping His Instagram account.
Yeah, his handle.
Insane to me.
Yep.
That's next level. So the financing is the hardest part as race organizers that we all struggle with.
Right.
We have to raise a fuck ton of money, and we have to show to the people that are sponsoring us of what the benefit to their business is by sponsoring us.
Right.
And sometimes I don't have one.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I just want your money.
Yeah.
But I like we're trying to find ways to make that happen. And one way that's really going to help with us is being on more mainstream TV. Right.
Yep.
So if a local business is now being featured on national television,
right,
that's huge.
Yep.
But in order to get to national television, I need your money.
Yeah.
But it's like that. We're in that weird spot of like
little chicken and egg.
I promise we're going to get there, but we need it now.
Right.
And so I think that's, I guess to answer your question is yes, I think we're going to get there, but it's not happening as fast as I want to see.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting what you said about the like polished, like announcers or the whole thing coming in from I was so unfamiliar with this world. Right.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of similarities to racing, right? Just in the competition, you expect a course, like the start feeling, all those aspects. But seeing like skijoring has so much history and I don't know what the word is, culture almost, right? Like there's so much going on that's so special and specific.
Yeah.
And it's interesting like to think if there are pieces that will be molded in order to bring it more mainstream. Does that make sense? Like, what are you sacrificing for the gains?
Right. And I think we're starting to see that already. A lot of us got into skijoring from being ex-rodeo people or ex-ski racers or whatever, that we just kind of lost our familia.
Yeah.
And I come from kind of both, where skijoring was like that kind of rugrat, like outlaw kind of guys that were like, rodeoing was really fun until we got dealing with fucking all the bitches.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And all the drama.
Yep. Totally.
And that was kind of how skijoring was. And then now with mainstream coming on, we're starting to see those people join skijoring now.
Yeah.
And so I think that's where I'm already starting, and it's already happened, of losing kind of that like really cool camaraderie where everybody's fucking chill with everybody, and there's already drama, dude. Like the drama is
that's funny.
Is insane already.
Yeah.
And it's all people that are very new to the sport. They're coming in and thinking that they're entitled to certain things because of their social media presence, or because they won this race, or because they're getting pulled by that person. It's like, dude, who the fuck are you? Nobody owes you anything. You're brand new. Shut the fuck up and sit down.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
totally.
I think that's the thing that we've already started to lose. And I think it's only going to get worse as more and more people enter the sport.
Right.
Right. Like the community's growing.
Yep.
And anytime you grow, more drama, it all happens, and it unfolds from there.
Yeah, totally.
So like the OG guys, like there's not very many of them left.
Right.
And then the guys that have been doing it for like 10 years, like there's a handful of them. And then like you talk to the guys that have been doing it now for like 2 years, and like that number's like exponential.
Right.
So,
right. Maybe this is optimistic, but and I definitely don't know what it was like in the past, right?
Yeah.
And I can't assume, I don't know how much has changed.
It's not like I've been doing this for that long either. I'm not like the OG guy, but I've been doing it longer than what I've seen the change.
Yeah. You've been here long enough to see the change, and you obviously have a good grip on it between this and putting on a race and competing. But I do think skijoring has such a like viciously strong identity, that it will never lose all of that. Correct. I think there are going to be a lot of things like you're talking about that's going to be hard, but man, it's really cool. You know, it's really cool.
And I think those people that are like coming in and like expecting the world and not giving anything to the sport, they're going to come and go.
Yeah.
The people that are like you said, they identify as this sport. Like I literally build my life around this sport now.
Right.
Like I have a 3-week-old kid that will be in our trailer going skijoring.
Yeah.
My kid was born in November because of skijoring. That was not planned.
That's amazing.
We had a cutoff window and we had
And you hit it.
And we barely hit it. Otherwise, she would have been, a year later.
Yep.
You can't have a newborn in the middle, or you can't be that pregnant in the middle of Skijor.
No.
Right? Like,
no, that's funny. I love that.
Yeah. She was literally planned. Like, my wife found out we were pregnant at Grand Lake.
Yeah.
And look, we missed the whole season.
Yep.
And then our first one, she was born in August. So my wife raced all of the season before that.
Okay, nice.
So it all worked out.
That's the right time.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I love that.
So I've built it to my identity to the point where I plan my family around it.
Yeah.
And then they're on the road with us. There's no choice.
Right.
And then buying, like, now we're buying horses specific for the sport, whereas before I would buy them for multi-use, and now I'm like literally seeking out for what's a good Skijor horse. So
right.
It's my identity.
It's like the other side, like you said, the people that leave, it's like trendy almost. That makes sense. Like
that's exactly what it is.
It can be trend. It can also just be viral, like clips can be viral. So that'll be interesting.
They think it looks cool on Instagram.
Yeah.
Or they think it looks cool on, on social media or whatever.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it's like, if you don't eat, live, sleep, breathe Skijor,
yep,
you're not in it.
I'm discovering that too, and I'm glad that I did dive in the way I did, but this isn't a sport you can half-ass.
If you want to be competitive, you are all in for 3 months out of the year.
Yep, you got to commit.
Yep,
for sure.
And that starts, in summertime.
Oh
essentially.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because, like, this year, I mean, you live literally over the hill from me, so we had the same weather. It was like 65 degrees. It seemed like 2 weeks ago, and now it's like we're fucking 2 feet deep in snow, 3 feet deep in snow now.
Yeah,
and it was like hard to think that we were going to be skijoring in like a month and a half.
Hard to picture for sure.
And like I was, kind of dragging my feet. And now that there's snow on the ground, it's like no question. It's like I'm full on mentally prepared.
Absolutely. Yeah, the bug is there for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, the phone starts blowing up too once the snow starts falling as well.
And back to that too. I mean, we've been planning this next 2026 Grand Lake race since prior to even starting the first 2025 race.
Oh, wow.
And so we talk skijoring literally all day long. Like, I get home from work and I talk to my wife, and it's usually about skijoring.
Yeah.
I wake up in the morning and it's about skijoring. Like, I woke up in the morning to like multiple people texting me from skijoring, and I was like, fuck, it's like 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
That's so funny. I think my friends are sick of me talking about skijoring at this point too.
I could never get sick of it. My brother, and like, that's the beauty of my brother's in the sport with me. So it's like, it's a full family affair.
Yeah, that's nice.
But we talk about all the time. And then when it came to like, I knew I was down a skier this year.
Mm-hmm.
And when it came to like preparing for that, and like, hey, we should get another skier lined up, we didn't. And now all the skiers were taken. And we're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
We didn't even think about it because it was like we were so used to having
your skiers.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden we're like, oh, shit, we need skiers. But it worked out. We got everything lined out for this year.
Okay, nice.
But we were like, we literally talk about all the time. We're like, fuck.
Yeah. I know I keep coming back to this, but the whole like navigating that partnership thing is so interesting. And it's a whole other aspect of the sport that's really fascinating. Like it's pretty fun, you get to know people and you get to understand, like, cause it is a team sport.
And a little bit of it for me too is a personality trait too, right? Like I'll pull anybody if they're a good skier, but if I fucking can't stand you, I'm not going to pull you.
Yeah, it's true.
That's essentially what it comes down to. So it's a little bit of personality test. And then, you being new, it's just proving that you're a man of your word, I guess. If you say you're going to go to a race, better show up to that race unless you have a damn good excuse, because you're going to be screwing over a lot of people.
Absolutely.
And that's the hard part is like, hey, I need to know that I can count on that skier to show up.
Right.
Even when the snow, it's fucking nuking out. Like, we're rolling down the road. There's nothing that's stopping us unless the government shuts the road down.
No, absolutely not.
So it's like, you better show up.
Yep, totally. It's the circuit, right?
Yeah. And that's where like getting the guys that have been doing it for a couple of years, like, you pretty much know that they're going to show up for you.
No, they're committed. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a good point. People, they technically don't know that about me yet, right? Like,
like, are you a reliable
am I a reliable person? Yeah. Am I going to be at Meeker or Ridgeway?
Yeah. So far, you seem like you're reliable. You showed up to the podcast. That's when you said you were going to show up.
I was a few minutes late. It was an interesting drive over. Yeah.
But you said you'd show up, and you showed up. So
all right, nice.
You stuck to your word.
Count that.
So I guess I'm excited. I'm excited for you.
Thanks.
So I know what it's like
Yeah.
to be that like just hungry, green, just ready to go.
Yeah.
I know your excitement.
Yeah.
And we're 3 weeks away, dude.
It's so close.
So close.
It's
gonna
crazy.
Be like Christmas and Skijor.
I know.
And then it's game on every weekend.
Yep. I'm super excited for the season.
Yeah.
It should be really fun.
I know we talked a bunch about kind of how you got in the sport. You're so new and all this stuff, but any like single advice you can give to a new skier that's, in your shoes?
Yeah, I'd say just pull the trigger. You know, like it does take a level of commitment. Even Leadville, right? It was so easy. It would have been so easy for me to back out. I was supposed to even just drive over with a friend, right? And they couldn't make it. So I was like, do I still go? And then if you really want to compete, it's not a one-off thing. I mean, I guess it can be, but like I was saying, you can't really half-ass it. It's an incredible sport, man. It's so fun. The community, the network is so tight. It just takes commitment and pulling the trigger.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then, and we just talked about it again, but like, what's something you're excited to see where the sport's going in the future?
Yeah. I know we talked about broadcast. I think that ties into like accessibility of viewing it, you know, like easy for people to view it. And this may be from my race background, but I'd love like a live timing system, and it sounds like some of them have that, right?
We do have some of those already. Yep. Ridgeway will have one.
Nice. Okay.
And I'm going to talk about trying to do it in our race. So the thing with that, with us, for example, in Meeker and Saratoga and Leadville, is we all use the clapboards.
Right.
And it's not that we can't do live results with the clapboards.
Right.
It's the guys that do the live results are paying for that service.
Okay.
So it's comes back to finances. They like Ridgeway hires a timing company.
Gotcha.
A company that does ski timing racing on the normal business side.
Okay.
So they know what to do. And it is sweet being able to be like, oh shit, there's my time. And then you can verify stuff a lot easier too.
Right. So Ridgeway doesn't have clapboards?
No, they use the eyes.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, just like ski racing uses.
It's wand, but then it's eye at the bottom, right? It's wand into a laser.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to. I'm like what I'm looking for in the sport. I think a lot of things I'll say and they already exist, right?
Yeah.
Like I've been to so few races, but
Ridgeway will have live timing. Big Sky will probably. I'm pretty sure Big Sky has live timing.
Yeah.
See, Bozeman. I don't know what Bozeman will have. I wouldn't be shocked if they don't have live timing.
Yeah.
And where else are you going?
Leadville, Grand Lake.
Okay. Yeah. And we might be able to pull something off this year.
Yeah.
It's hard to say, but
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm just excited for the season. Maybe ask me that question at the end of the season when I have a better understanding of the.
Well, yeah, we'll do it. We'll do this whole thing again. Like this would be a continuous podcast of like, well, we got to get Malcolm on to review 2026 season and see how he did.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited. There's a lot of other people I'm excited to listen to. I've enjoyed the other ones so far.
Yeah. What's someone you want to hear on?
Oh, that's a great question. I'm trying to think of someone I don't know well, and like hear their story.
Yeah.
Jed Moore.
Yep. In fact, he reached out to me like 3 days ago, texted me. He was like, when are you going to get me on the podcast? And I was like, as soon as I can.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
I know, I'm nearby, right? That helps.
Yeah, I've been hitting all like my local guys.
Right. That's great. I mean, same thing as the USA Today article, right?
Yeah.
People are going to be like, why the fuck is Malcolm Seamans on this podcast?
And now we aired it out for everybody to hear.
That's true. Yeah.
So it's not that he was special. It's that he just knew the person in the right place at the right time.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Yeah. I mean, it's 90% of it.
That's true.
That's 100% of life.
That is 100% of life.
Yeah.
That is absolutely true. Yeah.
So Jed, I love to have Jed, Josh King, Richard Weber. Like the list is endless. And these take so much work for me to like, this is the easy part, right?
Right.
We're at an hour and a half of talking.
Wow. Okay.
I'll go listen to that 3 more times.
That's
why it takes me a long time.
Yeah.
And that with, jobs and everything else.
And 2 kids.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in my life right now. So I'm trying to make it easy. And in fact, if anybody out there wants to edit a podcast, let me know.
Yeah. I just have to drive home. Not too bad.
Yeah. But I appreciate you taking the drive over here and coming to talk with me, because you are the first person I've had on here that I didn't know. Now I feel like I know you.
Yeah, no, it's been super fun.
But
super fun catching up.
You came into me as more of a stranger than anybody.
Yeah, totally.
Other than I knew your last name was Seamans about a week ago.
Right.
And I might have chuckled.
Yeah. Oh, that's fair. Yeah. I like how you asked me to spell it too. You got to make sure you got it right. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Well, because my dad worked for a company named Seamans.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Like
SIE.
Yeah. SEAMANS.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. No, thanks for having me. I mean, I've loved listening to the other episodes. Honestly, I'm learning so much from them, right? Like
Good,
I was literally taking notes just about, even like rope length, gloves, just, what was a good tidbit was, when you're talking about a skier helping out like with the horses.
Yep.
Hadn't done that yet.
Well, and you said you know horses, or at least you're comfortable
a little
around
bit,
them.
Super comfortable.
But it's like
I'm down to help.
Grabbing a bucket of water.
Yep. I'm just mucking out a stall.
I'm not saying Janelle's going to be like, hey, saddle my horse for me, but I guarantee if you showed up with a 5-gallon bucket of water for her horses, she's going to be stoked.
Yep, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, so I appreciate being on. It's an honor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.